The following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's cause he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're on, what you getting in? Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, this a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You could call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
Oh, people, welcome back to the Mike Knoxxx Show here on the Mike Knoxxx Show channel, the BDSIR Radio Networks. I'm your host, Mike Knoxxx, and today you see it right here, guys, all in Texas. Is this the show fans have been waiting for and clamoring for? Evolution recap. Naomi cashes in and wins the WWE Women's Championship. A surprise. People, welcome to the Mike Knoxxx Show. A lot to talk about today, guys. I mean, first off, shouts out to Hot Atlanta. Like, I gotta say this, people. Like, did y'all hear last night's crowd? Like, these are things I've never heard before. Okay, let me say it again. Did you hear last night's crowd? I mean, Charlotte Flair, the greatest women's wrestler of all time right now, was getting cheered. And I sat in the crowd and said, ain't this a bitch? Now y'all want to cheer for Charlotte Flair. I love, and I love Hot Atlanta, because that crowd, I was proud to be in a crowd like that was not a WrestleMania crowd. And I enjoyed it. The crowd makes an event. I say it all the time, but also over the weekend, we're going to talk about WWE Evolution. But we have to talk about, can we say, I shall say, I'm going to say, the best pay-per-view of the year thus far. Yeah, I said it. The best pay-per-view of the year. Now, don't get me wrong, it was 7 hours plus long. And damn it, that does not let you get a 10. There is no 10s. There's no 5 for 5s and having a 7-hour pay-per-view. Let's just stop the bullshit, stop the drilling, stop the madness right now. Stop the drilling of the oil. No. We were not staying here and listen to any of that baloney, because no, 7 hours, my man, is not going to do it. It ain't happening. Shouldn't that happen? Ain't gonna happen today. Okay? Not So you gotta wonder and ask yourselves, are you really a wrestling fan, or are you just a WWE fan? Because a lot of things took place. A lot of things happened over this weekend. I'd like to talk about. The chat's already on fire. Avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan. It's been a while. Let's play that clip.
Dugan?
Yeah,
Can you send my baseball?
sure. There.
Wow. Avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan.
That's good advice, kid.
That's good advice.
Listen, let's see what the chat has to say before we go ahead and get into the show. DC, the collector, checking in. Speak on it. All In was fire 100%. I mean, I don't think you can talk about wrestling this weekend, DC, and not talk about AEW All In. It was that damn good. What you have to say? Held our attention the whole freaking show. It didn't hold my attention for 7 damn hours. You lying. It may have held your attention for 7 damn hours because you are programmed to 5.5, 6 hour pay-per-views from this man. I'm sorry. I watch his pay-per-views. I support this man, but I am not going to sit here and stand for this malarkey of saying that for 7.5 hours, it kept your attention. That is some bullshit. Okay? Stop it. Stop it right now. That is not true. But I digress. Maybe it's true for you. Nonetheless. Okay. Today, Honey Bee will not be joining the program. She will be back next week. She has a job. The job was in high demand this past week. She'll be back next week. She's upset. She is not here to join us today. But hey, the show must go on. And it shall. So let's go ahead and talk about all things wrestling over this past weekend. Because like I said, a lot of things happened. Eric Douglas, I love Charlotte getting cheered. I'm sorry. I'm serious. I said it more than once. Ain't this a bitch? It was weird. So when I came home, I didn't watch it last night. I came home late. Y'all know it's Michaela Wonders, Sweet 16. I love you, Michaela Wonders. This is her birthday week. So we there last night at Evolution. So didn't come home and watch it last night right away, but I did check out this morning. I wanted to hear the commentary and how, and even you hear Wade Barrett saying they're cheering Charlotte Flair. It felt weird though, Eric. It felt weird. Yes, we got to hear from Michaela as she got her caution tape and her razor blades. Now listen, it's bad enough let her have Lucille. We're not going to have the caution tape. Please don't, no razor blade dresses. Let's not put that in this little girl's mind, okay, people? Can we not do that and say we did? Okay? Let's not have her go there. Okay? We don't need all that in her life right now. But as you got my attention, and as my attention gravitates to you people, make sure you check me out on every bit of social media network that is, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, the Mike Knoxxx Show. Everywhere there is wrestling, there is Mike Knoxxx. Okay. I watched All In the next day because it's 7 hours. Your ass can skip past them 7 hours, Jeffrey. Okay. I love Toni and Mercedes. Listen, the ladies are chiming in. Of course you love that. You should love that. I'm going to talk about that coming up as well real fast here. He said, ask the fam. He did watch for 7. Had his attention for 7 straight hours. Boy, he was at a blue chill, a honey pack. He had everything set up to watch 7 hours of wrestling in a row. I'm here, but not there. That means she's checking in and she's watching. Clear, decisive for those cheers. Charlotte deserves those cheers. Well, I've always said that. But here's the problem, and this is not saying none of you two who are out here saying she deserves the cheers. Ain't that a bitch? Where was it at 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago, 3 years ago, 7 years ago? I didn't think I could possibly like her as a face. Going to still digress in that right now. Happy birthday, Michaela. The Alexa rub is why she's getting cheered. Yes, it doesn't matter why she's getting cheered. Duh, it's called the show for the intelligent wrestling fan, Mr. Willie Jones. We know that because hashtag my audience knows this as well. Wrestling is storyline. But I'm sorry, Alexa Bliss enough in the rub. It ain't even been that long. Y'all were just bullying it when it started 2 weeks ago. Come on now. Come on, Martin. Come on. But Michaela can have her caution briefcase. Yes, she can get the briefcase. Y'all want to go ahead and send donation? There is my Patreon and my Cash App also in the link. Go ahead and do all that stuff. Y'all want to get her that? Y'all want to go ahead and get her that briefcase? Y'all go ahead and submit the money for that briefcase. But let's go ahead. Let's get into this program. Let's get into this show. And let's just start a little bit, just a little breaking news. If you have not heard it, Seth Rollins right now is awaiting news on the report of her MRI. Things are still in the air. It's sad to see this happen to Seth freaking Rollins. I feel like every single time he gets a I start to like him in a push that they give him, because not ever saying I'm not a Seth Rollins fan, but the gimmicks that he's had, I've been a really big fan of the Messiah, Seth Rollins. And I'm finally liking this version of Seth freaking Rollins. Being I'm a Roman guy further than like in a little moment. Like he's Seth Rollins. I never not like him, but like be a fan. And I think this is trash that, because if he's severely hurt, which to me looks like it could be an ACL injury, what happens to Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed? I don't think they can exist without one Seth freaking Rollins, but we'll see. And I digress from that. So we hope Seth gets here and help real fast. Also, y'all want to talk about it? We're going to talk about it. It's coming up later. Talk about it now. We get into it. Moment of the week. Y'all see it right there. Proceed with caution, people. Proceed with caution. You can't sit here and the haters made them hate. This is wrestling. This is the world we live in. Y'all see this beautiful ass cup? People gonna hate and say it's an ugly ass Superman cup. They gonna actually say this movie is stupid and garbage. I question. We all have our own opinions. Guess what? Yours is just wrong. This was a great movie, but don't say it was trash. Was it good? Maybe. Was it okay? Yes. Does it get a thumbs up? Yes. But garbage? I question you. Do you question what's inside my cup right now while I drink from it? None of your damn business. But congratulations, because moment of the week definitely goes to my own Naomi, because guess what, y'all? Didn't see it coming. If someone says, and I say it to your face, I tell your mama to her face that you lying if you said you saw this coming, because you didn't. But once it happened, it lets me go further into the story of Evolution. And here's where we will start this show right here. Evolution. I'm going to get to AEW. AEW, you're going to get your shine, I promise you. But I got to go with what was hottest to me, latest. And that's where I was last night, was at Evolution. So that's what I'm going to talk about first. And this night started off with the Intercontinental Women's Heavyweight Championship. Y'all know who won. Feathers taking on Bayley, taking on the man Becky Lynch. I don't like the man Becky Lynch. Bring back big time Bex, but it's okay, because when it's time to take out the garbage, it is your job, it is your responsibility to take out the garbage. You don't get mad at someone for asking someone who took out the garbage to not get mad at them for taking out the garbage. You thank them for taking out the garbage. It's really that simple, people.
She's garbage. I took out the garbage. Everybody's like, oh, great. The garbage has been taken out. I say, hey, I took out the garbage. Everybody's like, I can't believe you took out the garbage. That's not what you say when somebody takes out the garbage. You say, thank you for taking out the garbage.
Now, I'm trying to put in perspective. I actually love Bayley. That's my girl. I'm a diehard Bayley fan. But that's still the greatest promo, and I love it. But we know who won this match. I will say this as we get into this. Let's go ahead and talk about this Evolution pay-per-view. I did, however, pick Big Time Bex to win this match, but I wanted Feathers to win. I did. I think whether she wins now or later, that's not here. They're here to get her over. She is working with two of the four horsemen women, two of the best that's ever done it, no matter where you want to lay them in the landscape of 1 through 25. Doesn't matter. If you're one of 25, you're one of the greatest of all time. Okay. Now, to me, they're both in the top 15. Okay. But she's getting trained and she's getting to work with two of the best that's ever done it. And I'm starting to see her shine more in this role than I thought she could do. Way to go, Feathers, in this, while my daughter just sat there mercifully and booed this entire thing. Wrestling fans are fickle. We know that. That's what they do. Oh my God, Eric, you are a true, bona fide son of a bitch. You just want me to play it, didn't you? It's okay. Just okay. Just go ahead and get it over with. Just go ahead, add it. Just add it. Just get it over with. There he is. Come on.
The crowd on their feet. On a mill. Oh! What the? Wait a damn. What the hell?
Okay. But you did it 3 times? Okay. My bad. You did it 3 times. Okay.
The crowd on their
That's two.
The crowd on their feet. On a male. Oh, what the? Wait a minute.
I had to give you what you asked for. But like Feather, Becky Hogan retains the title once again the way Becky Hogan should retain the title. Then we get into this match that was probably a match not for me, that I was a fan of. No one gathered to go rush to go to the bathroom. JC Jane, for what it's worth, hey, bad guy Jack over there, Unpopular Review Wrestling. I know that's your girl. I don't know why that's your girl. Don't know why. But she still retains her title because no one would have saw. We actually, me and executive consultant from Unpopular Review, we were there wrestling together last time with our daughters. We actually both looked over and said, yeah, it's time for her to turn because Mariah May, Blake Monroe, is not a face. And sure enough, she turns. But winner of this match is JC Jane. I thought it was going to Jordan Grace, and I'm gonna stay with that as we go through this little fast. Now, like I said, I did have Jordan Grace winning this match, but she did not win. But hey, it's okay. But what I did enjoy a lot, which is on front of the screen, this arguably could have been match of the night if not for the main event. All right, and I'm gonna say this because I'm known as the best of all time guy, right? You could best of all times, Google me. How about that? I will say this. This is the best pay-per-view of the entire year under WWE's banner. I'm going to say that. This is better. This was better. Well, second best to WrestleMania for this company. This was the best non-WrestleMania pay-per-view of this entire year right here. It really was. I thought the ladies delivered in every way imaginable that they had to deliver in, and I think they did a phenomenal job. And when I look at this match, I picked Roxanne and Big Mommy Cool to win this match. But what I tell you here is I never expected, we talked about it earlier, right? Get it off the screen. Yes. I never expected there you go. I never thought that Charlotte Flair, they did the Roman or the Cody Seth Rollins thing from WrestleMania, and she pulls her out the way, and then she starts to say, I got you. I thought this would be a slow burn to get you fans to finally recognize how great Charlotte fucking Flair is, and y'all did it a lot sooner than I thought. And yes, her being with Alexa Bliss absolutely does that. I don't know why you guys cheer Alexa Bliss so much, frankly, be honest. Okay? You cannot forever cheer someone who is associated with someone because that person passed away. And I don't mean that in a very terrible way whatsoever. But a person needs to be able to stand on their own without someone's legacy or where they thought that was taking them. And the goddess is way over than the Alexa Bliss we've gotten in the recent past years. So for the fans that still have the fans that she loved, and they are out in attendance last night. Come on, y'all. We're going to the show last night. Atlanta was hot last night. You got Beyonce across the street and WWE across the street from Beyonce for 3 straight days. That's insane. Okay, you got Cowboy Carter people in wrestling, and it was bothering the shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie. I saw too many damn people in cowboy hats at a wrestling event. Okay, and don't tell me that was for Trish Stratus. Damn it, I ain't trying to hear that shit. It was not for Trish Stratus. Okay, but I want to give a stop. Let me pause right here real fast, and I'll get back to your comments momentarily. Big Mommy Cool. How can I say this? I've never been the biggest fan of hers. I'm gonna be honest. It took some time for me to actually like Raquel Rodriguez. And I know recently they had the conversation with Scott Hall. Kevin Nash came out, rest in peace, Scott Hall. Kevin Nash in reference to she needs to start to be more of a, wrestle big. Stop wrestling so small kind of a thing. And I can truly say last night, she did that. Like I saw in her the giant that we've been waiting for her to be. And I absolutely appreciate that work that she has put in to make me as a wrestling fan believe in Raquel Rodriguez. I came out watching, she's talking shit in the ring. She's acting like she's supposed to be that they've been saying she is, but for some reason never gets put over. Now I can see her with the Nia Jax. I can now see her with Rhea in a real situation. I know the last time I just said it was a good match between the two of them, but before that moment also I didn't see Rhea in the way that some may have seen Rhea. Or I'm sorry, seen Raquel, that is. But Raquel Rodriguez did her thing last night. The ladies did their thing last night. Again, shout out to my girl, Charlotte Flair, for doing her thing. Happy birthday, Michaela, best human being in the Mike Knoxxx Show. Black girl magic all over the place. We ain't got there yet. Oh, we gonna dance. Oh, we gonna dance. You get ready. We gonna dance. Okay. Drew will take over this group for Seth. Okay. Superman was cool. Thumbs up. I will not see it twice at the theater. I was hoping to watch it. I saw it twice. Yeah, I love it. I can go see this movie. You said I will not see it twice at the theater. I hope to see it 3 times. Okay, well, get up to it. What's the trash signs for? I don't get that, but okay, whatever I say, let's go with it. The pre-show gave it away that Blake Monroe was going to turn on her. Was there live, didn't see the pre-show, so okay. Wasn't that big of a surprise, though. Like I said, Naomi winning to me was a surprise, winning. I think the WWE women's roster had HBK/Taker moments. By the way, I mean HBK/Taker was like, we are 5th on the 25th card. Let's go out there and kill this shit. And that's what the women did last night. Absolutely. I thought that was bona fide good. And again, shout out to the refs from the NXT Raw and SmackDown all week long for the women's. Ref Bay in Atlanta is getting crazy cheered by her fan base. It's like it was Atlanta showed out last night, and I know y'all guys can see that on TV as well. It was not piped in. This was, I don't know. They did their thing. I was proud to be a part of that match last night, for sure. But let's go ahead. Let's go here. Oh, my brothers. Testify, my brothers. We'll be right back, y'all.
Girl. Welcome to Wonder About WWE. I'm Michaela. We are just wondering about WWE Evolution. Okay, before I start, I did in fact go to Evolution. I was there with my dad and his friend and his friend's daughter, and it is officially like yesterday. It was a week before my birthday. Okay, 16. Thank you everyone for the happy birthday wishes. I don't know if I'm getting this recorded, but it was an amazing start to the week before my birthday, or we call it a birthday week. Everything's supposed to go my way, and it was an amazing start. Evolution was amazing, and I have to start. First match, didn't care for it, but that was actually a really good match and a really good starting match. It was Bayley, Lyra, and Becky, and we know who won. Okay. NXT match for the title. The one match I didn't record the entrances for, I also didn't really care for, but I liked the storyline, I liked the winning, I liked the heel turn, and when she was holding the belt, I was like, why does it feel like that's about to be a heel turn? Because it was. And then the next match was the tag team match. One of my favorite match of the night. I think that was my favorite match of the night. I have to rewatch it like on the TV, but I think that was my favorite match of the night. I loved the way Charlotte saved Alexa. They should have won, but it had to have been the Judgment Day. It had to. I thought it was gonna be the Judgment Day, but I didn't want it to be the Judgment Day. I wanted it to be either Charlotte or Alexa or the Kabuki Warriors, because after that horrible loss Asuka had, no offense, Jade, I love you. I mean, I want to say horrible loss. It was a good match. Just, it was a comeback match and Asuka lost, and now she's losing everything. So, next match was BGM. Oh my god. Naomi, Jade, and Bianca was amazing. Bianca sold it so well with when Jade won and the tears and people saying that Bianca's gonna turn. I saw your little tic-tac comments
Bianca cannot turn. How would that even work for her? It's working for Naomi. It can work for some people. I just don't see it working for her. I don't remember. The next match is Tiffany and Trish. We knew Tiffany was gonna win, but that was a good little proud moment we had for Trish. Was that her retirement match? They didn't say anything that it was, but is it? I don't know. Maybe they did say something I wasn't paying attention. But blah blah blah. We had the Battle Royal. Stephanie Vacquier, or however you pronounce her last name. I don't want to turn into Nikki Bella moment. Won, and I was happy for her. I wanted it to be Lash, but that's because BGM. But I think she did amazing, and I think she deserved it. So then we have the final match. I think I'm saying this all in order. I don't know. I know there's 7 matches. I think I only named 5. So if I'm wrong, don't correct me. I'm aware. But Rhea versus Io, and I really thought Rhea was gonna win after everything. Like, she's never lost to Io, and I love people who hold that power over them. I think my dad's gonna say the same thing. I think he did say the same thing. I had a dream, and he said it. So maybe he said it in real life. But then we all know what happened. Naomi cashed in and got the championship. I don't remember who she pinned. I think she pinned Io. Yeah, she pinned Io. And oh my gosh, I was there for it, guys. My favorite wrestler, not Bianca, Naomi, won the title, and she deserved it. And now I'm gonna pull out something I haven't pulled out in a while. Because some of you people, I was scrolling on TikTok when I first woke up, and I saw my dad's TikTok on the whole thing. And someone's comment was like, ruined the match. Naomi ruined the match. Naomi ruined the amazing match. Naomi made that match excel. Made it better. The moment her music started playing into the final fragment of her walking out and Io and Rhea hugging and holding each other, it was a beautiful ending, and Naomi deserved it. And everything she said at the press conference, everything. Naomi better have a good title reign. I'm rooting for you, Naomi. I love you, and as you guys know, I can't talk about it all like this. I took your time, so let's go back over to the real Tribal Chief. Ugh.
Girl.
Who are you rooting for tonight?
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am.
I've been on mute for how damn long is the question. The chat's been going crazy. How long have I been on mute, bro?
Maybe about 3 to 5 minutes. We've been trying to
damn. 3 to 5 minutes I've been on chat. What's the last thing you heard? I go back.
You came back after Michaela.
God damn. You're on air, man. I mean, what the hell?
What's up, Knoxxx? We tried to get you, boy. Let him cook. Go ahead. I'm off. Go ahead.
I don't even know what the fuck I left off at. Yes. This is your fault, Vaughn. This is your fault, Honeybee, because y'all ain't here to do your job and tell me when I'm muted. This is all your damn fault. Damn. Listen, and the chat has been going on. I'm trying to get my point in, and I couldn't get it off. This is 7 minutes ago. You're muted. Sound knocks. Mike, you're muted. Capital letters. Still no sound. Mike, you're muted. Eric Douglas. Mike, you're muted. Throw that in the towel. Throw in the damn towel. Rocky 4. Mike, you're muted. This is you're still muted. Dude, someone throw in the damn towel. Ain't this a... I feel like them people I was because I used to say, ain't this a bitch? All right. If new people were listening, they're like, yo, this motherfucker suck. When you do shit like that, you absolutely do suck. So I can't begin to go back to what I said, so I won't try to. I was saying that the wrestling fans that was there for Rhea Ripley yesterday was insane. They were literally just screaming, Rhea! 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 If you've never seen the movie Beetlejuice, I took my friend to go see this movie, and these fans were just laughing at every single thing that wasn't even funny. Beetlejuice is not that funny. And if you do find it that funny, that's cool. Comedy is subjective. But there's reality and there's perception. The reality is that shit wasn't that funny. And the way they were screaming for Rhea Ripley from up in the ceilings where they couldn't hear you. Guys, years ago, my wife and I went to an R. Kelly concert, and forgive me for saying this before we knew what he did, right? Or he got convicted, all right? And these women were like, here, take my panties. They can't hear you from where the hell we were sitting at. So why are you screaming for Rhea Ripley like she can hear your bloody ass? It didn't matter. It was his kid in front of me with his parents, right? And listen, I love that little boy because I love wrestling when it's looked through the eyes of a child. It was just everybody came out. He had his little phone up. He was just screaming away and going away. It was great. It was absolutely great. What's going on, Mad Dog? Michaela didn't go doing a good job either on telling you, yeah, you know why? She's listening in my house, but probably has me turned down because she can hear me. So, you know, you can't pick on Michaela for that one. That's all my fault. That's for sure. It's nobody's fault but mine. The Battle Royal, I said, they gave the rocket ship to Stephanie Vaquer. Do not say to me ever in a day that they don't, you know, throw this wrestler down my throat. I'm so sick of how they make me love John Cena. Oh my God, they stuff Roman down my throat. They stuffed every champion down your throat. They rocket propelled her to let you know that she is the next big thing. Pun intended, Brock Lesnar. My wife is laughing her ass off here because I'm like literally repeating the shit I said. All right, right now because y'all can hear me what I was saying. But in this match, it makes sense that Naomi cashes in that title. And here's why, guys. When Jade Cargill won Queen of the Ring, everybody said, what the fuck? Who the fuck? Why the fuck? She's not ready. The one thing Jade does good is work with her 3 friends that used to be friends, right? Keeping it, you know, kayfabe. Naomi, Michaela, I don't think the title run's going to be that long. So I don't think them putting it on Jade, but I wouldn't be surprised if they like her that much. They put it on Jade, but you couldn't see her taking the title off of Io. That had made her people boo her, or Rhea Ripley. That had made people boo her. You can't see her going after Tiffany. That would make people boo her or say she's not ready yet, which all are still correct. She's not ready yet. But they're going to work this, and she's going to challenge Naomi to at SummerSlam for that women's title. Y'all bet your bottom dollar on that one there. I'm going to take a break, guys. I'm not going to mute myself this time. I'll be right back in about 40 seconds, y'all. The Mike Knoxxx Show. Damn.
You know, it made me want to punch him in his face, but at the same time, he's a skilled Green Lantern. And when he did the Justice Gang, when he did the middle fingers in that battle, I was like, okay, yeah. You know, it showcased his personality. I think that really showed everybody's personality in this movie. They kind of fleshed them out. Even though they had short screen time, they really did flesh out who these characters were. And I did appreciate that.
Just a reminder, this is a spoiler review of Superman, please. If you have not watched this film, please, I'll get your comments up a little bit later in the show. Please keep them coming. We just want to get...
You know, it made me want to punch him in his face, but at the same...
Yeah, we did a Superman review. Go check that out. I promise you, nobody was muted during that episode of doing the Superman review show. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. If you have not seen the movie, do not come watch this review. It is a spoiler alert. Okay. But yeah, I got my cup, got my popcorn bucket. I've seen it twice. I'll probably see it a third time. All right. Let's see what else we got going on right here. But yeah, overall, I thought Evolution, I'm going to say it again with my moment of the week. Okay. I thought hands down, this was the best women's. They did them very well. They deserved it. They should be where they are. They should be applauded for who they are. We need to give them all the credit in the world for what all these ladies have done. Trish Stratus, I think it's weird y'all can respect Trish for being back, but you make fun of Nikki Bella for being back. These girls, all the future in women's wrestling has come a long way. It looks amazing. It looks good. And I'm happy to say that I was there last night. I was not there for the first one, but they say if you're not first, you're last. That's bullshit. I'm second. Someone has to be third and fourth and fifth. Hell. All right, Bobby, that's just what happens. Now, I will talk about, because I said this in the beginning of the show, because I truly believe this from me going back and me watching this, okay, that All In might have been the best wrestling pay-per-view of the year. I cannot make this up. I cannot tell a lie. Of the year. I just can't see how any of your hatred for this thing can be perceived. You can take out your garbage take about it, of what you think about it. None of that matters because it delivered. It delivered. I said, was it the best pay-per-view of the year? And when I asked that question, I asked in retort of that question, do you agree? You do not agree. And so I'm going to ask you, if you are a diehard WWE fan, you're going to say you didn't like this pay-per-view. You're going to make fun of the nails, the hammers, the bottles, the glasses of the Texas death match. You're going to make fun of how long it was. You're going to poke fun of something because I'm going to be honest with you, it makes you think you look bigger. To be a true wrestling fan, you don't have to like everything. Because I don't like everything. There's AEW things I do not enjoy that the diehard AEW fan completely enjoys. That's not me. But I always said their pay-per-views are every bit as good as what they worthily they're advertised for. Better than a boxing match and better recently than WWE pay-per-views. You take out Bad Blood, you take out Survivor Series or SummerSlam or WrestleMania. You take out the big 4 in WWE. I compare them to their other ones are all bigger in AEW, storyline-wise and all. Wrestling is storyline. And I think sometimes their storylines are completely shit, but their pay-per-views, they do a very, very good job. They do a very, very good job at their pay-per-views. And over the weekend, you get rid of the 0 hour 8-man tag team match. I didn't get 2 shits about seeing, right? The 8-man women with Big Boom and all those, hologram and those guys that I didn't give a fuck about, FTR in that match with the Outrunners. Okay, it's FTR, but that's me being a mark for FTR. That's just me being real and being honest of me being a mark for those guys. But Athena winning this casino match to get her a title shot at the women's title is amazing, because we all know who won and who lost. I just knew Mercedes Moné was going to win. I'm glad she didn't. I get why she didn't. I get why she shouldn't have won. I want her to win for all the selfish reasons that make other wrestling fans who hate her winning to say, fuck you. Look at Black Girl Magic do her thing again. And give her more argument's sake for why she's the current GOAT in her mind. And arguably can say she is probably the GOAT, even over Charlotte Flair, who I believe currently is the GOAT. Bianca, oh my God, Belair is in waiting for all these girls to get behind the line. Okay, so let's give Athena her props and her winning. MJF winning. That should have happened. That's the right move. He's not supposed to be aligned with the Hurt to get much too longer or for such a long time. It's bigger and better things on the horizon for this guy. He's Maxwell Jacob Freeman, and he's better than you. Okay? That was supposed to happen. Bianca is the best. Agreed. I agree currently. She's on her way to being the best. That's what I agree with. DC the Collector, I picked up Mercedes. I picked Mercedes. Glad she didn't. Toni was the right move. I agree as well. Athena, Black Girl Magic all over the place. I skipped 0 hour also. I think watching 0 hour doesn't do anything for the program, especially in a 7-hour pay-per-view. That needs to be freaking talked about. I'm sorry. Okay? You cannot overlook that. AEW tag team. No, I'm going to go back. I don't think I have it. I think I get it. Hurston supposed to win this match. What was supposed to happen in this match? What I love the most about, I'm not sure if I can't remember right now if it happened I think it happened in this match. Edge coming back. I'm going to say it again. I've always said this. Yes, I've made fun of Oldberg. Yes, I've said Sting is old. Yes, I've said, why is Edge here? The same way I say, why is Jeff Hardy here? But I've always popped for these guys. You know why? Oh, shit, because it's the definition of a mark. What is a mark? A mark is a wrestling fan. Now, there's different levels to being a mark, and I'm not no mark-ass buster, but I'm a mark. I'm a wrestling fan. Seeing Copeland response despite whatever you feel, he has the right to be gainfully employed and to enjoy his life and to watch let me say that, to do what he want to do with his friend. And him stepping to Christian, we all think he's going to annihilate Christian with this Lucille version of a bat with nails in it. And he says, find yourself. This is going to give me what I can mark out for. And that's an Edge and Christian reunion for the benefit of those with flash photography. Take your pictures now. 5-second pose. That's all you get. But you knew who was going to win this match. Okay? Give me that trios tag on the screen. This match was insane. How, when you watch Samoa Joe get his ass beat the way Samoa Joe got his ass beat, I mean, I'm just trying to understand how certain wrestling fans don't get to appreciate Claudio Castavetti's and all that stuff, right? But the Ops wins. I'm never gonna like that name, the Ops. I'm not a fan of the name, the Ops. All right, but this fucking match was phenomenal. Okay, phenomenal. Yes, pun intended to AJ Styles. Okay. She deserved this match. She got it. Look at her. She deserves this. She's the most forgotten BGM champion of all time is Athena. Okay? MJF deserved to win this match. Why? Because he's simply better than you freaking schmucks. What are you from, the Jersey Shore dumps of Jersey Shore? Come on. You don't fist bump, push up chapstick. What are you talking about? He deserves to win this match. This match is supposed to be won by the Hurt Syndicate, but the heartfelt message from Adam Copeland at the end makes this storyline come together. Get yourself together. And then this beat down the ops. I love Power Hobbs. I do. I thought he'd been more, where he is right now, but, you saw what they did to Warlow. They just, they got too many wrestlers in AEW. They really do. They really, really do. But this right here, y'all, the EVPs, oh, yeah. This match, Swerve Strickland, first of all, this when you know I'm old as shit, y'all. First of all, I saw the movie Breaking when it came out in the theaters. Don't judge me. Kiss my ass. Okay? I wasn't supposed to make it past 25. My birthday's in 3 weeks and I'm still alive. Okay? Yes, I saw Breaking in the theaters. And my favorite song of all time, in my top 10, I said it. There it is. I said it. Definitely one of my favorite songs. How about that? Yeah, of all time. I ain't going to place it in a number category. But ain't no stopping us. No stop. You got JoJo Offerman? Wyatt? To sing that part for Swerve Strickland? Swerve continues to be Swerve Strickland and show that he's a little bit above what the status quo of what we thought black wrestling fans or wrestlers are supposed to be. Right? Javon Evans hopes to inspire to be Swerve Strickland one day. Because I see Javon Evans, but he just ain't there yet. Swerve, you get them mic skills. Like it's like I told Deontay Wilder, you want to be a great heavyweight champion, go learn from how to play deep, how to protect yourself at all times, like Floyd Mayweather, right? You want to get better, Javon? You want to get better, Swerve Strickland? Get some more mic skills. Tell a story a little bit better on the microphone. Other than that, I think you're superb. And at one point, you were the best wrestler in this company. And I called you that. At one point, I thought you were the best wrestler in the world when you was world champion. At that point, you were. Okay? I'm safe to say that you were that. And then some. But this match, y'all can hate the young sucks all you want. Matt and Nick Jackson never disappoints me in a match. Never, ever, ever disappoints me in a match. Here's some of these comments I have to say. We hurt people. That's right. Hey, I'm not muted this time. Hey, Mike, the Mike Knoxxx Show rocks. I appreciate it. We are all Marks Jeffrey. Yes. Wouldn't you like to be a Mark too? Okay. Again, I'm talking to Mark ass buster. All right. Get yourself together. People would complain about Copeland if he wasn't WWE feuding with Cena. Yes, they would. All right. Yes, they would. Here's the difference, though. The complaining that comes from a WWE fan versus coming from an AEW fan, not saying you're not a fan of both, saying that they prefer that fan base or that product over the other without giving the other one even equal chance of understanding or just liking all wrestling involved. Shout out to my Kicks Are My Fix, nephew Curry, the Belt Emperor, who does wrestling. One of my favorite fans, the greatest supermark I know. It's louder when it comes from a WWE fan base because it's more of them, right? But so for me, yeah, they both would complain nonetheless, but that's what wrestling fans do, right? We can agree on that. Next year, All In, triple TLC tag, Bucks, FTR, Edge, and listen, take my money now. The screen, it ain't messy. Hold on, let me wipe that off. Just all over the screen right there for that TLC match right there. The Bucks, FTR, and Edge and Christian. Hell yeah, sign me up for that. Swerve and Will Ospreay winning was the right choice. I thought it was the only choice. I thought it was the only choice, to be honest with you. And I do. You say Leon Slater over Javon. To each, for sure. And I appreciate the new subscribes as well. Let me get back in this. I'm going a little bit longer. I spent a little bit more time on things. I was muted hell for 7 fucking minutes. That's the shitty part of the show, but that's on me. And thank you guys for sticking with me through this whole show, regardless of my F up. Even over all the years, I appreciate you. I've gone from Fox Sports, still affiliated with Fox Sports, Hopewell, Virginia. The BDSR network has always been my own network. Shout out to Grand Body P in the UK. Doing this thing, still a part of the network, and all the shows have been a part of that. will always still love Unpopular Review. Unpopular Review. I'm in their bloodstream. You know what I mean? It's like Mr. Terrific said. You know, I put nanotechs in all my friends. So my DNA is on Unpopular Review, as well as them being on me as well. So I always have love for those guys. But hey, I'm back here doing my thing on my own. So please like, follow, subscribe. Know when I am on live, I won't be on Unpopular Review. We will do some collabs here and there from time to time. But this is the primary station you can find Mike Knoxxx and the Mike Knoxxx Show with Honeybee, Freckle Sensei's over here, and we're building. So if you want to be a part of this movement, you want to be a show for the intelligent wrestling fan. If you got entertainment, you got gaming that you like, please, I have room for you here. Trust me, I'm building my brand back a whole new way, and we're gonna love through this whole thing. Snaps up. There you go, Naomi. We got you. Your snaps, girl. All right. Shout out to the Hardy Podcast for asking that question yesterday as well. But listen, guys, this women's match right here, was it the right move? I don't know, man. Yes, it was the right move. Okay, because even though Black Girl Magic, look at that robe. She had a train as long as 10 feet with all the people she had beat on the back of her train. Don't y'all tell me that Mercedes Moné, the CEO, the innovator of the CEO dance that Mike Knoxxx and the Knoxxers turned into the BGM. Oh, Black Girl Magic all over. You know, she's a little Puerto Rican, right? But still, she got some black in her. Daddy black, she black, as they told me, right? Shout out to this. But the signs read, if Moné wins, we riot. Guess what, y'all? In WWE, them fans is full of shit, okay? Except when there's in AEW, ECW Arena, and they said that, they had to tear that fucking place down. Last night, or this weekend in Texas, they might have rioted if Mercedes Moné had beat Toni Storm. That's for sure. That is for sure. Also, where is my match? Where is my match? I thought I had it here. As my lower third. I'm sorry, guys, because Okada and there it is. Look at that train, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is beautiful right there. That train is beautiful. Mercedes Moné, you are a goat. And anybody who don't appreciate you being a goat, tell them I said fuck them. Okay? All right? It's simple as that. But right here, and I know I'm not the biggest Kenny Omega fan. I get it. But this right here could arguably be match of the year for me. I thought these two put on a hell of a program. I enjoyed it. I was thankful to them for this match. I thought that it couldn't get any better than this match. And that's all I have to add to that. I thought they did a tremendous job in this match. I am a huge Okada mark. I'm glad he beat Kenny Omega. I'm not so happy. I'm happy that Toni Storm won, although she should have won the match. I wanted Mercedes to win. But Kenny Omega, you've never disappointed me in a squared circle. Just not a fan of your storylines. But inside that ring, you are one of the best. Okada is one of the best. I'm not going to pretend like I watched New Japan Pro Wrestling. I've known it for years. No, I knew about him before coming over here because they were doing a little partnership. And I've known him since he's been here more. Okada, the Rainmaker, is that guy. Finishing up right here, guys, before we get up out of here, we do have the main event of the evening, the Texas Death Match. I'm going to take one more commercial break. I'm going to come back. I'm going to end the show with this and your questions. We'll be right back, y'all. For this movie, it's the interview scene. I talked about this for weeks leading up. It's the longest part of the entire movie. It's a total of 12-minute runtime from the time she gets in the door to the whole thing. And y'all know the scene I'm talking about. People were going to die. That interview scene to me dictates who Superman is in this film right here.
Absolutely.
He's so frustrated because his own girlfriend who does her job, this is Lois Lane. We know her, Laura, as well. She's a great investigative reporter. There's a quote, Lois and Clark, because I started watching again, going up to this movie this weekend. He says, Lois, you're an investigator, reporter. How about investigating? So you know it's going to be great at what she does. Even they kept off the record, on the record. You can't say he said it before the hand. The whole scene is building towards understanding that, Lois, I may get what you're saying, Superman. I almost love you, because he said that she doesn't. So that's another thing to talk about. They've only been dating for 3 months at this point, right? He's getting frustrated. Like, my girl don't even understand for this movie. There it is, y'all. I had a chance to go watch Superman. If you have watched that movie, please go check out that review show. Have some discussion. Comment below. Let me know. As I bring, like I said, a little bit of part of Unpopular Review Entertainment with myself over here back to the Mike Knoxxx Network. Since I have been a part of Unpopular Review for the last 4 years, I stopped putting entertainment on here, just leaving wrestling to my own major platform. But now that I've separated from Unpopular Review and Unpopular Review Entertainment, hey, I got to do what I still love to do. And I more than wrestling, guys, I go to the movies. I watch TV shows, and that's my true love with wrestling. At least over the last few years, as wrestling has sizzled out for me loving it as much as I did as a kid, nor I did 20 years ago. But I did absolutely loved this match right here. Now, we know that Adam Hangman Page won this match. I am a diehard Adam Hangman Page fan. I've been on record of saying this for the last 14 years. Oh, shit, I've been doing this 16 years now. 3 million episodes, or 3 million listens, almost close to 5,000 episodes now. I love it. I see people that I see start off and they hit like the 91 show episode or 120 something episodes. I'm like, there you go. You got to start somewhere. Yo, like, me and my friends, we got here together before this thing became such a popular thing to do. And we set out to do a job, and people have gotten jobs being a part of the Mike Knoxxx Show in the industry. People have gotten internships being a part of the Mike Knoxxx Show in the industry. I'm proud to see everybody go on and flourish. Now it's my turn to get focused back on myself and putting myself back over. And that's what I'm going to do here. And I've always loved Adam Page. I thought he should have went to WWE. That's where I was getting going with that. Now, this is just rumors. Now, y'all know my other hashtag. We have hashtag wrestling is storyline. I have hashtag Death to Dirt Sheets. So correct me if I'm wrong here, but a lot of rumors I'm hearing today is that this is Moxley's last AEW match. Now, how true that is, I don't know. I thought recently, like a year ago, if I'm not mistaken, he had just signed a new deal with AEW. So that's new to me to see these dirt sheets stood up again. Hashtag Death to Dirt Sheets. But if you know something that I do not know because you followed those breadcrumbs down that Yellow Brick Road, please share with me and let me know. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on that. But this match, was just beyond fucking good. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know. I can't say it any more than that. It is absolutely fucking great. It just was. People need to get with this show, this program, this Hangman Page. He may not be the guy. He is the guy right now that they're going. Thank God we get to see the AEW championship again. That's why I was disappointed, Jeffrey, right, in this whole thing. I know people thought that this should have been Ospreay's moment, things of that nature. But they got the EVPs. They won that, and they control the shows. It's Swerve and Ospreay. Let's see where they go with that. But I wanted Shane McMahon to show. We heard those rumors for months ago, almost a year ago, right? And I thought it'd have been a great spot. I thought this entire time Shane McMahon was behind those guys, and they would get him to, come over to the dark side, if you will. And that's how he would align themselves, and they would start to do that takeover of like NWO kind of thing. And they didn't get a chance to do that. Moxley contract ends in 2017. He's not going, and that's what I thought. So this, and I'm not. It's again, dirt sheets are dirt sheets, and hashtag death to all of them. But sometimes, every little while, things like contracts, who's dating who, where a match is going to be, those things tend to stick. right? So that's why I kind of went with that. Shane ain't coming. Yeah, pause. He definitely ain't. I don't see that happen either. We don't need no McMahons in AEW fans. Listen, maybe okay, but that was the talk that was out there. That was definitely going on. But I just look at the landscape of wrestling right now, and what a tremendous weekend as a wrestling fan. I got to watch wrestling Friday, Saturday, all day. Sunday, happened to be there at Evolution. And then here we are talking it on Monday morning or Monday evening about this. And I just had a tremendous time with wrestling. I think it's hilarious to me when wrestling fans will say something along the lines of, what did I say that this morning? I think it was, again, hashtag Death to Dirt Sheets. I think it was no DQ. I saw a post that somebody shared in a group. And it said, what a dick move by the WWE to put on Saturday Night Main Event, which we didn't even talk about other than Seth Rollins' injury. There's no reason to talk about it. To me, you want to talk about it? Hey, comment below. Let me know. I'm sorry. It's business. And in business, your job is to take money from the next competitor. And when I see wrestling fans, whoever this guy was who wrote this, I question your validity as a wrestling fan, and most importantly, as a journalist. Everybody just grabs a microphone, gets on a fancy platform and watch wrestling, get with their buddies and think they can actually critique the news, right? Or be a critic of the news, or be an investigative reporter when you're not investigating or reporting on shit. You're reading what you found online from somebody else. We call that in the boardroom, we call that citizens reporting. Okay. Where's your degree for being a broadcast journalism? Have you taken any classes? A dick move? No, that's business. Is it a dick move when every wrestling company in the world attacks whatever city or state WrestleMania's in every single year to get money off of the backs of the WWE for WrestleMania? Nobody calls them dicks. WrestleCons and the whatever ACW and GCW and MCWA and DDDD nuts in your mouth. It's business. They capitalized. You're going to have how many people in this city? Oh, we can't book that venue, but I can book a venue, a bingo hall, a fire hall, a truck station, an outside parking lot to get wrestling fans who are insane about wrestling, marks, if you will, to come to my promotion while you're in town already for them. So I don't want to hear no DQ, suck my balls, about trying to say that it's a dick move. No, what you wrote was a dick move because you're trying to get clicks. And guess what? You may have got them because you're a famous dirt sheet people, because people like to read dirt sheets. But to me, you're a piece of shit reporter. And you're reporting piece of shit information about piece of shit that has a narrative. A good reporter has no narrative. Your narrative is to tell the truth. That's why I'm going to end up with that. And letting that be the last thing that I have to say today. Thank you guys for your comments. I appreciate all you people for checking in. I could not be here without you. So do me a favor. AEW, this was amazing. Hangman Page, one of the sequences that went in their match that ended this match. I've seen a lot of death matches. They put on a hell of a fucking show. The power bomb on the rib that's always one of them spots that oh my God, to me more than the bit of nails, the power bomb on the pointy of the chairs, that always gets me to cringe a little bit, right? When he takes the spike here and you see it, there's no cut job. He is cutting and bleeding Moxley right there on a Johnny spot. What a match. What an ending. Best pay-per-view of the year. Mike Knoxxx said it. I don't care about my WWE fans who say I'm bugging. Did you watch it? Did you see the crowd? If this was a WWE event, we would say the same thing for them. Okay? They put on what they're supposed to put on for that crowd. And WrestleMania this year, guys, for what it's worth, it was a letdown. It's WrestleMania, and so we're going to be hype about it anyway because the name says WrestleMania. It's like me being hyped about a new pair of Jordans because they're Jordans, or the new Madden or 2K. It's the same shit every year, but it's called 2K and Madden. I'm excited. That's Wrestling Fans WrestleMania. All in, it was the best pay-per-view of the year. And that's why I'm going to leave this right here. Do me a favor, guys, while I'm preaching and why Raw should proceed with caution because that's their new champion on Monday Night Raw. Jeffrey, you are right about that. Do me a favor. Do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me. And don't love God, y'all. That is crazy. Forever and a day. I am out of here. I will always love you. It is as simple as that, y'all. We out of here, y'all. Fingers.
Turn it up and play it, cause many people think it. I just had the balls to say it.